And of course, just down there is instant death. It's gonna respawn me back on like the little 1 pixel spot, and then I'm gonna have to find my way back up. No, dude. What is this? Just a bowl of sand or rice? No, it's a brazier. That does make more sense, to be honest, than it being like a bowl of rice. Oh, nice teleporting goblin. Love to see it. Love to see it.
We find common ground.
That's definitely changed with the new events I know now. It's crazy how there's just so much detail to this complex and to the passageway, and we're just running through it. All right, it seems like Nimbus has a new quest for us, so let's check that out. Parting the Veil. Hey Guardian, thanks for coming down. Nimbus is eager to get to work as they stand up, clapping their hands together. We've had some weird Vex activity going on across the city in the last couple of weeks. When I sent the data to Cyrus, he got all excited about it. Nimbus smirks. You know how he gets. Nimbus rolls their shoulders, ready for action. Osiris thinks whatever the Vex are after has to do with the Veil, and he wants you to look into it, collect some data, see what they've been digging into. Nimbus sighs. Problem is, we don't have a lead on the Vex, but the Shadow Legion does. So we're gonna pay him a visit, bust a few heads, and figure out which Vex we need to target. Nimbus slaps a fist into their open palm. I'll be on Overwatch, they eagerly explain, and the old man will be in your ear the whole way. Then Nimbus raises their brow, motioning to the Overlook's edge. So, ready to roll? Alright, 6-step quest. First step, defeating Cabal and Yamuna to find Vex tracking data. Okay. The Shadow Legion have been actively following Vex activity in Yamuna. See what they found out. Rewards, epochal integration, and some certain aspects. That's the primary reason I need to do this. Alright, so it seems like we just need to defeat some Cabal, so... Alright, hopefully we're able to take care of some Cabal. Actually, we have to defeat a Minotaur, so it seems like this specific terminal overload is Vex themed, which is actually bad for us. So actually, I'm actually gonna let's go to Living Harbor instead. Oh my god, and we're cocked into an activity. Cringe. That's annoying, but let's just get to Living Harbor proper. Your boy Little Crust out there surviving. Crazy. Okay, so I've accidentally wandered back to terminal overload, so let's not. Who knew finding a ball would be so hard? They're probably at one of these lost sectors. Thrillodrome. I'm pretty sure Thrillodrome and Hydroponics are both Vex, so perhaps Gilded Prefect might be Cabal, hopefully. Well, actually, there are some Cabal over here, so I don't even need to get into the lost sector, although that might... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Hydroponics is actually the Cabal one and not the Vex one. Thrillodrome for sure is Vex. I'm pretty sure that's the one that has the little Hydra at the end once you go through a little portal, because it's like an arcade, which is pretty sick. But yeah, so just killing these Cabal here should be good enough. Carry antenna? Okay. That's pretty spicy, honestly. That it's actually, you know, it's tracking the little Hellfire missiles onto me. Let's not get hit by that Scion blast. So telegraphed. Oh, well, I literally just got enough data, but now the public event started, so it's like, well, I feel obligated to at least complete the public event. No, how did I still get hit? I guess splash damage? Pretty sure I orientated myself perfectly, actually. You know, I'm pretty sure I've never done this public event, so I don't even know how to trigger its the heroic status. In fact, I don't even remember the last time I've done a public event. It's like, why would I ever need to do these? Which is probably a good thing, huh? I mean, I guess it would be cool if there was like some use to public events. Yeah, like I'm gonna get that material. I wonder if defeating the Thresher has anything to do with triggering the heroic status. It's possible. I think my Nova Bomb can reach it. Let's test. Yeah, it did.
Air support's down. That's gonna attract someone's attention.
Okay, well, seems like my intuition was correct. That did indeed trigger the heroic events. I mean, kind of makes sense. There's like a random ass Thresher just hanging. Like, it's like, what is that doing here? Well, that was incredibly easy. Just defeat some
Nice
high
work up
targets.
there.
Cool.
You were.
What is this? Just a bowl of sand or rice? No, it's a brazier. That does make more sense, to be honest, than it being like a bowl of rice. Surely this is the end of the line for this area, because yeah. I was like, this entire area just looks like it's untextured to not have anything extra be rendered there, because obviously we don't want to even go there. So let's not waste our resources to do anything with that. But I literally came all this way for whatever this thing was. And I do at least see the second brazier. I assume there's probably a third one. And, you know, considering that would probably make a triangle, it's probably, well, it's not in the area in front of us, at the very least, or directly in front of us. Bruh. I was just gonna instantly kill me. That's so cringe. I guess it might not be over there then. Oh, slide here. It seems like we're going like out of bounds here. Yep, we definitely are not supposed to be there. Hopefully this spawns me back to where I should be and not to my death. It is funny that I just randomly stumbled across an out of bounds spot, but there's nothing for me to do there, so third one is probably over there. Doesn't seem quite right, but I mean, well, it's not quite exactly up here. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, that's a rather precarious spot. And of course we bounce off something. Surely, okay, I just fucked up that time. No, dude. Oh my god, this is literally gonna die here like 10 more times. This is so bad. Okay, actually, just kidding. And of course, just down there is instant death. It's gonna respawn me back on like the little 1 pixel spot, and then I'm gonna have to find my way back up. No, dude. Okay, it seems like we can do some wacky stuff by getting over here to get onto this platform. Wow, it's actually just that easy. Is the third one just in the cave naturally proper? Because I've only really been here like what? Because of the mission and because of the strike. I don't know. It seems like, well, that's clearly part of the quest, but it seems like the braziers are completely separate. Is that like a spot down there or what's happening? Let's check. Oh no, this is just the one I did light. I mean, there's one here, there's one there. So it's like, is there one over there? Like all the way over there? Well, I clicked out this area and there is just nothing here, so perhaps the third one is just in the cave, and because there's also like a quest event thing that I need to do, that's the only reason I haven't actually properly checked inside the cave, because it doesn't seem like there's any other place out here that it could be, which is fine, I guess. I mean, this is what I'm supposed to be doing anyways. Oh, nice teleporting goblin. Love to see it. Love to see it. Take care of these goblins, no problem. Too easy, too easy. Oh, what am I taking damage from? Just a radial area pool? Cringe. This is actually a good place to test out my deterministic chaos. I mean, the damage is, I mean, it's a machine gun. It's a machine gun, that's for sure. Weaken and volatile is pretty cool though, not gonna lie. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Like, it's crazy how tanky these ads are for no reason in the minutes. They're just incredibly tanky. I mean, honestly, I think I do appreciate them being tankier than not. Yeah, I will say 360 for machine gun just feels a little too slow. Like, maybe if it hit a lot harder, I'd feel less bad about it, but You know, it's decent. It's definitely put in work, not gonna lie. Maybe if there's a bit more ammo capacity, so instead of like 48 shots, it was like 60. I don't know, even 60 feels a little bit too low. I mean, I'm just gonna fucking shoot for the Wyvern. Don't want to deal with its BS. That seemed to have been most of the ads here. Collect Vex data.
This Vex data is intriguing. It seems as though they're trying to access servers not currently connected to the Cloud Ark.
Do we even have systems that aren't connected? That's weird. Does it say where they're digging?
Not yet, no. We need a few more data points. Guardian, let's get moving.
Honestly, the difficulty actually felt pretty good here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't terribly difficult, but it was slightly, you know, I did have to think a little bit on the encounter, and I had to play a little bit of cover, so do appreciate the difficulty. And surprised that the Wyvern was the final boss. I was expecting like an actual final boss, but it's fine. I don't know if this is the first action figure we've collected, or if we've collected multiple ones before, or if I'm just thinking about seeing the action figure in like one of the concept art pieces, and I was thinking of using that as a thumbnail, because that could also totally be the case. But I mean, I assume that probably is tracking in some sort of triumph or whatever. But let's continue on with the mission. You know, I don't think I've been here since like whatever mission we were required to be here. Portal just takes us over to here, wherever this is. Me when I don't have my Neomuna locations memorized. Oh, this is part of the final mission where Kaido made her stand. I have no idea why I'm just primarying down these ads. It's like, use your abilities? No, thank you. You do anything? No, I'm just going to use my bow, actually. Nova Bomb that. Too easy. Take care of the Harpy. No problem. I guess I should probably use my heavy because I can. Oh my, just so many ads here. Crazy. Okay, being able to actually kill the hobgoblins is so nice though. So the fact that that's possible makes it so cringe that it does not affect Hydras. That's so weird, right? That seems like an oversight. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it actually just makes no sense why it doesn't pierce the barriers of like Hydras. Being absolutely reamed. Yikes. Oh my god, the double Hydras! No, it's splash damage. That's so sad. It's actually crazy how much damage they're doing. If only my weapon that, you know, pierces the barrier shields can pierce the barriers of the Hydras, you know? Like, look at this! Like, it's not even giving me immunes. It's like, it just seems like it's broken. Nova Bomb that. Nova Bomb take care of that. Yep. Oh my god, what blessed me? Take care of the ads. Maybe the reload time should be buffed or something. I will say, being able to take care of the barriers is nice on the hobgoblins. But, man, no barrier piercing is so weird. Like, I'm going to keep on repeating it for the Hydras. It doesn't make any sense. It also feels like the proc of D-Stab is worse.
The Vex have been attempting to breach an air gap firewall in the old Ishtar collective systems at Veil Containment. My initial investigation indicated those systems had been wiped in some sort of electromagnetic event. But perhaps in our haste, we overlooked something. Let us go discover what the Vex have been after.
You know, something I noticed, actually, while loading up the previous mission is that parting the Veil is part of the final shape quest chain. So this might be like the quest line that led us up into the final shape. So definitely going to be interesting to figure out what's going on in here.
You know, ever since we defeated Callus, I've been wondering a lot more about the Veil. I think we take it for granted. It's always been here. We always assumed that the Ishtar Collective brought it with them on the Exodus ship,
But now you question that assumption.
Nezarek seemed to know something, didn't he? When we were inside the Vex network, he said something about Savathun.
My memories cast shadows of Savathuns. Echoes of the time she and I were bound by her dark magic. The more time we spend here, the clearer the outline of those shadows become. The Ishtar Collective didn't bring the veil here, Nimbus. Savathun stole it from the witness and left it here. Quite possibly for the Ishtar Collective to find.
Why? Why would she do that? Isn't she our enemy?
She is. And yet at times, she is our ally. When it is convenient to her. And in that convenience, we find common ground. Or as
That's definitely changed with the events I know now.
Between light and dark is very thin.
Definitely some heresy has gone on. But yeah, I mean, Savathun was important with dealing with the witness. Although, of course, you know, it is, of course, for our own self-preservation. She hit us up with some classic abuser lines in that final mission when we destroyed the Echo of Navigation. And Savathun did lead us to the 15th, or she allowed Riven to grant us the 15th wish. At least I think that's how I should understand it. Yeah, I mean, it's actually so weird that the Callus fight happened at a platform underneath the veil instead of above the veil. It still seems like such a weird decision. Like, oh my God. Like the lighting of the veil, and imagine like, oh, if you fall into the veil, you die. Instead, it's now under the veil, which is really weird. It's crazy how there's just so much detail to this complex and to the passageway, and we're just running through it. It is always funny that is the case. And like for like pretty much every location, it's like, oh, here's a bunch of detail that you're just gonna run past.
Excellent. That terminal is functional. I've sent a data mining application to your Ghost. Upload it, and let's see what we can find.
Gioma Essie. Personal log. Incidental. Maya arrived yesterday with the Exodus Indigo. I should be relieved, but in light of the current situation, I don't feel much of anything. We're presently en route from Hyperion to the terraformed surface of Neptune. I'm scared. I'm so scared. We don't even know what we've lost. Comms are dead. It's just silence everywhere. We might be all that's left. Maya was right about everything. The cult, the end, how we'll survive. I hate this.
Gioma Essie was one of the founders of Neomuna. There's a part of the city named after her. This is like hearing a legend.
Oh, so SA Terminal? Okay.
And her wife, Maya Sandarish. They were Ishtar Collective researchers on Venus during the Golden Age.
Is this all there is? The one log?
No, there's an entire archive here. It could be the key to unraveling the mystery of the Veil.
Not to cut this short, but we've got incoming. There's Taken popping up all over the courtyard and... Tormentor! There's a Tormentor heading into the facility.
Guardian, neutralize the Tormentor. We can't lose this data.
Okay, interesting. So this is bringing up Maya and Kiyomi, who are relevant in Echoes. It's been forever since I went through that story. I literally barely remember it. Like, I know Maya went through like the whole cycles, and she's in the Vex network with Echo right now, whatever, but definitely need a refresher on that. Definitely doesn't help that I didn't really do videos on those, so it's less fresh in my mind. Like, realistically, I shouldn't be one-shotting these Taken balances as non-crits. Bro, these shields, hello? Oh, nice. Nice pushback. So, definitely, for sure, the difficulty has been toned back down from the previous world events, which is kind of lame. But it's also so funny that the world quests on Neomuna are just more difficult because of the scaling. Shame it doesn't apply for the missions, but... You know, last time I had a lot of difficulty with just one Tormentor when I was fighting Callus, but That was also, you know, partially my fault for having a loadout that was not, you know, equipped to deal with tormentors at all. So I'm just checking the health gate to see if I have to actually do anything before dropping my Nova Bomb, because oh, that's weird that I hit a joining allies part. That completely messed me up because, oh, now I'm going to die to a Thrall? Yep. Once I saw all the Thrall bunch up on me, I was like, oh, that's over for me. That's weird that that back part was a joining allies. That literally threw me off. I was like, wait, joining allies. Also, for some reason, I expected the Tormentor to have been slowed there, but I think it's a boss Tormentor and not a normal Tormentor, so that'll explain that. I mean, not the best damage out here for this Tormentor, but we're putting in work. Ooh, the boops. Do not like seeing that. All right, there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Definitely way easier than the Callus fight.
How you doing down there?
I mean, obviously, it's like, especially on legend difficulty, not even in the competition.
However, the remainder of Dr. Essie's logs are encrypted. She's using an adaptive Vex algorithm to protect them. It will take me several days to break through. Whatever this is, it must be valuable. Guardian, I recommend you check back here later to see what we've uncovered.
Meditate on your findings. I assume that this just ties into like Osiris knowing more about the Veil, so that's why he's able to use, you know, more Veil knowledge in order to, you know, do whatever for the final shape. I like how the mission objective is showing me to defeat the Tormentor. Did I not defeat like the Tormentor previously up there? Like, what is it showing me? Like, why is there a ghost thing up there? Okay, cool. Parting the Veil, Osiris has left a note behind for you. It reads, Guardian, I do not know where our research into the Veil will bring us. The work done by Kayomi SI and Maya Sundaresh is undoubtedly critical to our understanding of not only the Veil, but also its greater purpose in the Witness's agenda. This isn't related to parting the Veil at all, but it is related to Echoes. It's like, you know, I do wish that they explore the Veil a bit more. I mean, I guess it's kind of tangentially touched upon because, you know, it deals with Maya, but the Veil just it kind of exists. It's kind of weird. Like I guess it's that dark link to the Traveler, but it still seems like so untouched, underdeveloped. One of those two. We have only begun to scratch the surface. I wish there were more time. Regardless, even the beginning of our work has borne fruit in further understanding Strand through its source of origin within the Veil. The more we understand of one, the more we understand of the other. In that, I believe, there is hope. In the meantime, I believe there are other obligations that demand your attention. I will let you know of any future developments. Warmest regards, Osiris. This gives us the epochal integration. Hand cannon, solar 140, Ice Storm, harmonic resistance, keep away. I mean, that's like a PvP roll. Might be okay, but there we go. And now I'm able to purchase the Wanderer aspect. Nice. So got one more, it seems like. Unveiled. Interesting. I like how the weapon also just has stats roll and incandescent, so not only does it have a PvP roll, it also has a PvE roll. Nanotech tracer rockets, landing multiple hits turns your next shot into a homing micro rocket. That sounds epic. Decent model, holographic sights. Yeah, I mean, it's a hand cannon. It's pretty good, you know? We got some good perks on it. Some pretty decent stats. Definitely have to hit my shots, but you know, it's a skill show on my end.